Good morning, happy Monday, and welcome to Dictation. This is PD Ice, and I'm a critic of women's bodies. Why? Because I'm a heterosexual male. And dadgummit, if it's not my place to criticize women for their bodies, I guess I need to volunteer to judge a beauty pageant. However, since I'm not a volunteer to judge a beauty pageant, and I only criticize women that I see in public, freedom of speech, so I do this. But I mean, and then you see these groups on Facebook where you have men and women that put up selfies, and they ask and request for others to put up full body pics so that somebody else can judge them on a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, that's voluntary, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times I post up on those, and I see, women who, they post up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you got this going for you, but that's making you lose, or you got this going for you, but that's making you lose. And so some people end up asking me, well, who the hell do I think I am? Who the hell do I think I am to sit there and say what is and what is not beautiful or attractive? You know what I'm saying? I guess generally, you know what I'm saying? But if you're going to put it up there in public, it's for anybody to say. So you can't sit there and get mad at somebody for not liking what you put up publicly. But one of the most intriguing questions that I have been asked was, who do I think I am, or what makes me a judge of women's bodies or bodies in general? And I have an answer for that. I have been a track coach since 1993. Oh, thank you. You know, let me have light. So anyway, since 1993, so that's what? 24 years. For the last 24 years, I've been coaching high school and college track and field. So I pretty much have an astute knowledge of what a body looks like when it's ready for orientation. That means out of shape. That's a nice way of saying out of shape. As in, you need to get orientated to a gym or a track, free weights, a treadmill, or basic calisthenics and athletic training. And I know how to tell when somebody's body is ready to work. That's code for you're in shape and now you're ready to get stronger or faster. This is what I do. This is my industry. This is what I know. So that is who I am when it comes to critiquing bodies. However, the thing about it, the average human being, they're not ready for orientation. And that's a sad truth. You have so many humans that, it's funny. I see a lot of women, they walk around wearing clothes that are designed for athletes, or AKA workout clothes, but they're not about to work out in them. They're not about to go to the gym. They haven't been to the gym. The only gym they know is Captain Kirk, and it's funny / sad. It's funny because they think they're fooling somebody, but it's sad because they're not, and they're actually fooling themselves. Now, granted, you'll have some guys who aren't athletic, and they'll see a woman who looks highly above average, you know what I'm saying, who needs to be introduced to the orientation, and he'll say, oh, she's thick. He'll look at her butt, he'll look at her legs, and you know what I'm saying, she's not skinny, and she's not necessarily fat. But there's little signs that you can tell when a woman, if she goes to the gym at all, she does the minimal, which is run on a treadmill or use some ellipticals. Because like I said in a previous video, a lot of women's excuses for not getting into proper shape is that they don't want to be buff. And that's one of the funniest things that I've ever heard, because if getting buff was that easy, getting swole, getting some guns, getting cut, getting chiseled, getting ripped was so easy, there wouldn't be a fat man or a skinny man on the planet. So it's funny. So what I do is, after I look at the parts of a woman that attracts me, I say, okay, well, is that real or is that Spanx? And so then I look at her arms, because as you know, as a human being, woman or male, female or male, the arms are your most frequently used part of your body besides your legs, which is why people have not nice legs, but your thighs are supposed to be bigger than your calves. And 90% of human beings that are regularly healthy, generally healthy, have thighs that are bigger than their calves. That's not a hard thing to do. So when a woman has thighs bigger than her calves and is not skinny, she's looked at as, highly above average, but not necessarily fit. And then when you look at her arms, so if your arms, because you reach, you grab, you might type, you open jars, you push locks, combinations, turn doorknobs, things we do with our arms every day. You hold cell phones, so these are things that we do. So your arms should be the most toned part of your body. So if you see a woman with nice legs, nice butt, but she has some chunky arms that she can't curl 60 pounds, she's fat. And she's just ready to just let loose. Everything is against the fence. You know what I'm saying? Against the fence, like a pack of zombies in Walking Dead. When there's too much against the fence gives, and then Alexandria is under attack. And so that's what happens. So you got a lot of women that are walking around fooling men, because these men aren't athletes, and so they don't look at athleticism or staying in shape as a priority, and so they'll accept a woman on the verge of blowing up. And that's what happens, is a lot of them are on the verge. They're not quite they're not quite over the top. The zombies have reached the fence, but not enough of them have pushed to knock it down, to make it through, to make the muffin go over the top, make the Dunlop. So that's what's going on. But they fooling a lot of dudes. So you guys gotta be wary. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at their arms. Look at the small things that you think don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, if a woman has buff arms, how long will it take for them to get fat? But if she has fat arms, how long will it take for them to get buff? So if you got a woman who you're settling down with, and she has arms that are bigger than yours, and they're not defined, homie, you're going to be in for a world of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because after that, it's going to be her legs. Because her legs are only in shape from walking. And she's only carrying her body weight. You know what I'm saying? And she's not doing it repetitiously. And so she's just biding her time, until gravity takes over. And we all believe in gravity, don't we? So anyway, this is what I know about not just female bodies, but male bodies as well. And you got to take care of yours, because it's the only one you got. And it's the only thing you truly have control over. And if you're not going to take care of your body, the only person that's going to take care of your body after you is the Undertaker. And that's real. So, this is a PSA, what I'm saying, by the dictator, just to let you know how we get down and, what goes on, where we at, in life, and about why I say what I say, and why I think I have the knowledge to judge, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I say, if you don't like it, I understand. However, you can always open your mouth and let me know how this dictates.